How was the ending of Modern Warfare 2? Super underwhelming. Like, I thought it'd be like a nice big spectacle like it was in Modern Warfare 2 OG. It just straight up ended. You shoot him, days saved, you go to a bar. And that's it. That was really underwhelming for an ending. But the game itself, like the story, wasn't bad. Just pretty standard Call of Duty, but visually was great. And there were some fun missions. Oh yeah, the post-credit scene was actually hype. I agree. I'm surprised they actually did that. What's wrong with 30 FPS for a game like that? Most people only see between 30 and 60 anyway. I just don't understand that take. Why would you settle for 30 FPS when it's supposed to be a next-gen game where everything's 60? Like, it's just not... Like, why? Why settle for such mediocrity? And you can absolutely see a massive difference between 30 FPS and 60 FPS. No, there isn't. Oh, I guess we got time. Here, let's do a comparison. What's a good one? I'd like to do like an actual FPS one because that's where I think it stands out the most. Let's do this. This has 6 million views. This must be a good demonstration. You really don't see a difference there?
All writings are to be copied by the great library.
The one above it's better? Which one? I think it stands out oh, this is FPS. This is where it stands out the most, I think. Oh, wait, no. I thought this was first-person shooter at the end. It's just comparing 24, 30, and 60. Man. You're right, they look identical. Chatter on a 30 hertz monitor. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter the refresh rate of the monitor. 60 FPS just generally looks better anywhere, no matter how shit your monitor. It's just legitimately factual. The only time 60 FPS looks like shit is in movies. Movies are not made for 60 FPS. 60 FPS movies look like shit. And anime, for that matter. Not true, 60 FPS movies are cool. Yeah, I too am a big fan of Gemini Man with Will Smith. It's the first one I can think of for a 60 FPS movie. I feel like if you go into the game with a negative mindset, you aren't going to have a good time. I don't know how many times I have to debunk that. I've played plenty of games where I expected to be shitty, but I end up really liking it. I don't go into games wanting them to be bad, contrary to popular belief. Why would I want that? I just have expectations, and sometimes it's exactly what I'm expecting, sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. And I can give you on a flip side of that coin. I went into Scorn expecting Game of the Year, and I got pretty stinky. Like, I have expectations, but I'm always open-minded with the games. Best example of that was that Chinese game you played on Bad Game Night. That was incredible. Half-Light. Also, it wasn't Chinese. That was, what? Fuck, I'm blanking on it now. That game was amazing. I went into that game fully expecting it to be one of the worst games we'd ever played, and that game was an absolute masterpiece. Like a genuinely great game. Yeah, Taiwan, and it was with the Japanese invasion, I think? It was all a metaphor for the Japanese invasion or something, I think? Fuck, I don't remember. I'm so spotty on the details, but that game was absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's a snail game. This one. Such a shame this wasn't more popular. It's so good. I wish the video would load. Maybe one day they'll make a sequel. Not heard of this one. Yeah, it was just a game we randomly stumbled upon going through Steam new releases, and it looked like shit in the trailer. but it was amazing. You want to know something else that I went in expecting it to be shitty bad and was actually blown away that it wasn't shitty? And I think this is the best example for everyone. Invisible Man. You guys remember that movie? I used to shit on that trailer because it was so goofy. That movie was amazing. And even more recently was Smile. I thought that movie was just going to be like a fun shit horror movie with my friends, but it was actually a pretty good movie. Yeah, the Elizabeth Moss one, the Invisible Man movie. There's plenty of times where I expect things to be a certain way, but it doesn't mean that I go in there and make sure that it meets my expectations. Like, if it's something I'm expecting to be shitty, I don't go out of my way to make sure I hate it or anything. I always go in just accepting of whatever the fuck comes out of it. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. It's just that simple. What do you think of Smile faking the ending? Are we allowed to get into spoilers? I don't know how many people still want to see Smile. I'm just really tired of every horror movie having the same ending. That's just always going to be a complaint of mine. For some reason, they always follow the exact same ending. It's absolute dog shit. Things are gifts of Daytona. I won't spoil it. I'm just saying I'm very, very tired of every horror movie having the exact same ending. Is this Gotham Knights based off the TV show you slammed a while ago? No, totally separate, but that show actually got canceled. Because it looked so shit. They just never even bothered airing it. What movie did you think would be great but ended up being terrible? I'm sure there's a lot, but the most recent one that immediately popped into my head is Thor, Love and Thunder. I really liked Thor Ragnarok, but Love and Thunder was fucking miserable. Not a single joke landed. And it was just not a good movie. Gore was the only good part about Thor Love and Thunder. Gore was cool. It's a shame he was only in like 3 scenes. Wasn't that bad. There's much worse movies out there. Well, yeah, that wasn't the question, though. It wasn't what's the worst movie I've ever seen. It's what's a movie you thought would be very good and ended up being bad. That's just the first one I could think of because I was not too long ago. Yeah, I saw Black Adam today. It was good. Like, I don't have any complaints. I'm just really tired of superhero movies. You get exactly what you're expecting. Very super safe, super standard story. Very flat characters. The only character I actually liked was Pierce Brosnan, but I'm also just a Pierce Brosnan fan, and Dr. Fate was cool. Everyone else is just like the most generically written character you'll ever see in a movie, ever. But it's serviceable because it's mainly just about its action, and it does a really good job with the action. Black Adam's just zapping holes in people's chests, ripping them in half, blowing them up, but like vaporizing them. Like, it was refreshing to see a superhero just murder people, so that was cool. So I could totally excuse flat characters in a lackluster story because it seems like the focal point was just, here's Black Adam going on a massacre. He's an anti-hero. Man, there's no such thing as an anti-hero in big-budget comic movies anymore. He's just a hero in the movie. Spoilers, he's just a hero. He doesn't do anything morally questionable other than kill people, which I don't even think is morally questionable in universe. He only kills bad guys. You moist mirroring Black Adam? Yeah, I'll post it tomorrow. I'll give you my live moist meter, though. Hitting you with all the takes on it. Visuals were good. I agree. Black Adam had good visuals. I also really didn't like how 2 characters, 2 meta-humans, I won't spoil who, they do nothing. They serve no purpose in the Justice Society. They just tag along doing fucking nothing. I don't know why even have them at that point. Just focus on, like, your superstars. Why even bother bringing them when they're not even given roles? Gotham Knights is still coming out on CW? I thought they canceled that shit. Didn't they make a big hoopla like, hey, we're canceling it? It was on that giant list of canceled shows once they merged. Maybe not. Maybe they're bringing it back. I don't know. What do you think about the post-credit scene for Black Adam? I don't know if I've said this publicly, but I'll say it here with my whole chest unashamedly. I don't stay for the post-credit scenes anymore. I just can't be bothered. I just go home and Google it, and I'll read what the post-credit scene was. The post-credit scenes sound kind of hype from Black Adam, though. He's a tier 1 Druid. Or Dr. Dude. This man is a movie reviewer. I know, what a fraud. Doesn't even stay for the fucking post-credit scene after goddamn 10 minutes of scrolling text. I just look it up. Like, it's so much easier. I leave the theater, go in the car, I look it up, I read what it was because it's only like a 2-minute blurb in the post-credit scenes ever. So I just get the 4 sentences of what the post-credit scene was and I'm like, yep, let's go. Doesn't even read the entire credit section. Yeah, true. Oh, one other thing I want to point out about Black Adam that I think is rough, but it's not important because, again, the story and the characters aren't important. The main lead actress, I got the impression she didn't give a fuck about her son at all. Like, throughout the whole film, like, she says, like, oh, we have to save my son. But I never felt it. It always just felt like they couldn't give a fuck less. She's like, but my son's got I don't know about spoilers. My son's got an important item. We have to save him. They're like, we'll save him. Okay, good. Just whenever it's convenient, honestly. Just really, don't worry about it. But sooner would be better. But again, it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. And then she just lets him like skateboard around the entire city, like starting like a riot. I don't know. It just felt like there was never any real stakes. Obviously, well, again, I guess this is spoilers. It's so fucking hard to talk about movies like this without spoilers. Because most of my complaints are about some of the dumb shit. But it is spoiler territories. It doesn't matter though, because again, the focal point is on Black Adam just killing people, which is, it's well done. It's cool. This isn't a spoiler. Another trope that I'm really tired of in superhero movies that all of a sudden now they're going whole hog on is giving children like an integral role as like a superstar, like a superhero without powers or a superhero with temporary powers, like in Love and Thunder. I hate that shit. Like, I get that the main demographic is kids, but god damn it, I'm 28 years old. The last thing I want to see is some snot-nosed, milk-drinking little nerd going around defeating demons. Like, I don't like that. It makes me, it just irks me. Just show me the cool stuff. The grisly characters getting after it. I want to see, like, the daycare get out and go blast skeletons. You're just jealous? I would have loved it as a kid, 100%. Not, like, I get it. Again, the main demographic I know is kids. And I know if I was a kid, I would be eating that shit up. But as an adult who's mad about everything, that is just one of my big pet peeves. I don't mind if the kid has like a big role or something important to the story, but stop giving him like the power of friendship to beat demons out of nowhere. Not that I'm saying it happens in Black Adam, but there may or may not be some ordinary people with no powers that start killing some demons with pipes and golf clubs. Maybe it's in there. You gonna watch the One Piece film Red? Yeah, Tiana really wants to see it, so I'll go and watch it. But I am not caught up. Superhero movies have no stakes anymore. No stakes are boring. I couldn't agree more. I absolutely could not agree more. There just feels like absolutely nothing hanging in the balance at all. It's just always so formulaic. Any superhero stuff you're excited for? I think maybe just Deadpool 3. But even that, I'm kind of like skeptical. Oh, Invincible. Yeah, Invincible. Season 2 is right around the corner. Definitely Invincible. The Boys? They haven't even announced Season 4 yet, have they? I am very worried about The Boys, though. The Boys is getting to that point where there's no stakes either. I'm sure we can get into spoilers. Like, fucking Maeve. She doesn't even die for, like, the most fitting sacrifice of all time. They did confirm Season 4? Oh, okay, cool. I like The Boys, but Season 3 was, it was a bit of a step down. Like, looking back on it in hindsight, there were a lot of things that were, like, very off about some of the shit that they decided to do with The Boys. The finale sucked, but overall the season was great. I agree. There was a lot of really good moments. And I do like a lot of the decisions they did make throughout it. It's just, yeah, I think really it was just the finale that was just pretty stinky. Hopefully they don't do that kind of shit again. But hopefully they don't do that kind of shit again. Thanks, Reese Dougal. They got like cold feet. Wouldn't it be some ironic shit if the Flash movie turns out to be the greatest superhero film ever? Man, that'd be sad. That'd be real sad. Have you seen the YouTube channel Explore With Us? Yes, I have. Now, like, Ezra Miller wrote the script, so it could be. Well, it doesn't change the statement that it would be sad. Ezra Miller's a goddamn criminal. Like, that would be awful. That'd be awful. Ezra Miller's being tried's the wrong word. Ezra Miller was arrested and potentially faces 26 years in prison at the moment.